Welcome. In this video we'll be learning how we can include CSS to our HTML file. So when you're creating a website, we talked earlier on HTML and CSS. So HTML is the building block while the CSS is the style. It adds style to the HTML documents, that is the color, the font size, the shape, whatever size and text that you use on your website. It is the CSS that gives it the style. So for us to get the style we want on our website, we need to create the CSS sheets. On the body tag we have H2 tag, and then we have a paragraph tag. So we're going to check it out on the browser and see how it looks on the browser before we start, or before we include the CSS. Okay, so this is what we have. Welcome to my page and HTML tutorials. So this is it. We have three ways of adding CSS to our HTML document. We have the inline, the embedded, and the imported. So we're going to work on these three, and then we're going to see how we can use CSS on our HTML differently in these three methods. So we're going with the first one, which is inline. So for the inline, we're going to type the CSS code inline. So we'll go to our H2 tag and then type in style, and then in this code we'll type in the code that we want, the CSS code we want. So we want color, so color we want red, no, we want this royal blue. So you go ahead and save, Ctrl S, and then we'll go back to our page to see it on our browser. So we'll open with the lifesaver to see. So we're going to wait for it to load. So while that is loading, so I want to add a color to these two. So I can go ahead and type my style and then give it a color, quote, color red, and then save, Ctrl S. You can see it here. So this is what we get from doing this. So the next one is the embedded. So I'm going to remove this from here. I'm going to remove this. And remove this also. Okay, so we'll have a normal. So we're back to, okay, you can see we're back to our normal HTML code without CSS. So the embedded, we're going to go over here. Before the head tag, we're going to add our CSS style code. So we're going to type style and then we can add our CSS code here. So we're starting with the H2 tag. So we'll go H2, then calibres. We'll open the tag. So inside the open calibres, then we'll type in the CSS code, color. So we want color, yellow. Once you're done, you close it with a semicolon. We close the code with a semicolon. We want the font size to be 14 pixel. Then I want it bold, font weight, font weight bold, and then we'll save. Okay, I want it bigger, so I'm going to give it a font size of 30. I want it big, so I'm going to save this and then go to our browser. Okay, welcome to our page. This font is small. I'm going to increase that. Okay, font size, I'll make it 70. Okay, this is how the embedded CSS works. So we're going to go to the third one, which is imported. So I'm just going to copy this. I'll cut this and then remove the style sheet. So the last one, which is the imported, we will now have to create a special file for the CSS code. So we'll go right into the folder here and then click on create new file. So we're going to type in style.css and then we'll have a new page for our CSS code. So this is it. Then we'll go back to our HTML file, and then before the head tag we're going to type in link I'm going to enter because I'm going to use the highlight, and then we have a link, we have the style sheet, and then the link we're going to link it to the style sheet we just created. So we're going to type in the style.css. So we'll link it. So it has been linked. It has been linked with the style sheet. So we have the index page and the CSS link. So whatever we do on this page will now have effect on the HTML file. So we're going to do that right away. So I'm going to paste that. I'm just going to change the color. Change the color to red. Control S, always save. And then I'm going to change this to 40, font size 40, and then I'll save. Okay, so this is what we have, and this is how you can link your HTML and your CSS documents together when you're creating a website. So another thing I want to show you is this. You can see this space when we zoom in. You can see this space above the welcome to my page right here. This space here. So for you to remove that, we're going to go back to our page and then I'll go to our CSS, and then before the H2 tag we're going to go with a star. Margin we're going to give it 0, and then padding 0 and then you save. You can see it will just remove the space there. So this is how you can include your CSS sheets inside your HTML. I hope you liked the video, and see you in the next video.